Pokémon is a 25-year-old saga and it is formed by three main roles: living your adventure with your own team, trading with other people, and fight against other people. Living the adventure and trading with friends are the most common and promoted aspects of the game. First, you have to finish the story of the games to access to the post game and the competitive. And the trading is useful to fulfill the Pokédex and get version exclusive Pokémon. That leaves us with the competitive, and that's what I want to talk about today. Hello, I'm the Pokekaiser, and I will teach you the basics of Pokemon competitive. Pokemon is a game far more enjoyable when you play it with other people. And if you are into Pokemon, sooner or later the idea of playing the competitive will be more and more seductive. You can feel overwhelmed by all the concepts and mechanics of the game. The elemental table, abilities, the stats, the IVs, the EVs, even the number of Pokemon is intimidating. And you'd have to be in another place of existence to remember each number and movement. So you can begin learning the basic abilities, resistances, and immunities, and understand the basic mechanics of the game that are usually shown in the adventure. The important is to begin. Once you learn the basics, with the time you'll be able to find your style and eventually you'll try more and more elaborated strategies. And please, it is called Pokemon Team. You can choose anything you want. All Pokemon have the potential to win combats. Rayquaza can win combats, Garchomp can win combats, even a Ratara can win combats. The trick is knowing how to play. Another thing you should keep in mind is that this is a game you're supposed to be having fun with. You are not having a trial by combat, so try to be respectful, playing among the rules, and don't cheat. And most importantly, you have to learn how to be a good loser and a good winner. In a Pokemon team, there are three main roles: the sweepers that can be special or physical. These are usually fast and strong but very fragile. The wolves, Pokemon with a high defense, hard to take down, but with very low stack attacks. They can be physical and special too. But there are two subclasses. The wall focus only in defense, and the tanks will also have offensive potential. And the last group are the setups. They are not as strong neither in defense or offense, but they have tactics, movements, or strategies that are really annoying or potentially dangerous. We can find them in the group of annoyers that will make you cry or laugh depending of if you are using one of them or not. Boosters that usually boost their stats either to offend or to defend. And the support that usually they have the role to support other members of the team with the movements based on weather changes, stat changing, etc. These roles form a triangle where if the sweeper cannot deal with a wall, this will beat it. Or if the wall cannot avoid that the setups make their plans, they are doomed. And if the setups cannot make their movements on time, the sweepers can get rid of them easily. In a team, it's usual to have two sweepers, two walls, one tactic, and the remaining slot is a personal preference. You can even pick a Pokemon that can assume more than one role. For example, Electros is the only Pokemon without weaknesses, so it can take some hits and either lower the full stats or hit it back with his huge move pool. Though Pokemon can have more than one role, most are focused in one role more easily. For example, Audino fulfills a role of support due to its abilities, move pool, and stats. And at the same time, Weevil cannot be a wall because its defenses are made of crystal. Another thing you should have into account is the types. try to avoid to have more than one Pokemon weak to one type, because if you find a monotype team with that type you are almost entirely weak, you'll be in trouble. Now we are talking about doubles. In this format, you have two Pokemon fighting at the same time. By this mode, you can try the synergy between two Pokemon. For example, remember Electros? His typing was electric, who's weak to earth. But Electros has the ability Levitate, which makes him immune to earth type attacks. This makes Electros a good companion of Garchomp, an Earth Dragon Pokemon that uses Earthquake to hit all Pokemon in the field, except by the way to Electros. And Electros can use Discharge, an electric attack whose Garchomp is immune to. And I like this a lot because the combinations that are possible, like Poison Wave and a Steel Companion, Discharge, an Electric Road, etc. And with this, we covered the basics to begin in the competitive. I hope you found this interesting, and good luck, beginners. I was Pokekaiser. See you guys later. Hi everyone, that was pretty much the video. To be honest, this is a subject that is not that easy to condense without get very deep, and I left a lot of things out, and I know that information can be very confusing at the time, but I think that I did my best synthesizing the subject. And always, if you want to know more about the subject, you can always ask me in the comments to more more videos about that. And well, that also will be pretty much. And also I wanted to show you my face before to get rid of all that. So there it is. I am Pokekaiser, and again, see you guys later.